Hi, y'all. Okay, we're back again. So I'm Dr. Jo Eckler, a licensed clinical psychologist, coach, yoga teacher, other stuff. And this is part 5 of this series on getting to the point where you can tolerate a mask, dealing with mask anxiety, all that good stuff. Okay. If you haven't seen the other videos, stop this one, go back to the first one. It all builds on itself step by step. So this isn't going to be this isn't a good place to start. Go back to one, start there, and then catch up to here. Okay. The disclaimer, as always, I'm not a medical doctor, not medical advice. I'm not here to tell you whether or not you can wear a mask or you should wear a mask or if they work or any of that stuff. I'm just here to offer support for people who want to wear masks but are having anxiety, nervousness when they put them on. Okay, so just dealing with the emotional part of that. That's all I'm here for. Right? So if you've been on this journey so far, we have figured out our why. We have gotten to the point where we can look at people wearing masks and notice more than just the mask. We've gotten to the point where we can have fabric on our face, covering mouth, covering nose loosely. And then your last homework was to take an actual mask and hold it loosely on your face until that anxiety level, that 0 to 10, got below a 3. All right, so you may have started up here. It might have been a while since that last video. That's okay. I'm glad you were working on it. You've done a great job so far. This is really hard stuff. So let's get started with today. Okay, big step today. We're going to put the mask on and we're going to work with that. Okay, it's what we've been working up to. You've laid the groundwork. I think you can do it. All right, so let's take a deep breath in and blow on that soup spoon. Do a couple more inhaling. Blow on that soup spoon. Just letting the shoulders, neck, all of that just relax. Inhaling. All right, give it a wiggle. Shake it out. Whatever that looks like for you. Okay. So we are back to the mask, right? So at this point, you should be able to do this and be less than a 3, right? And I started with this because it can feel a little safer to be able to just drop it anytime, right? Remember that you can take a mask off at any point if you really, really needed to. Let's come back to the why. Remind yourself why you're doing this. Why is wearing a mask important to you? Okay. And get your mask. If you don't have it already, go get it. I'll wait. Just hit pause. Okay. Remember, we've got the ways we can ground ourselves, what we can see, what we can hear, what we can smell, maybe even what we can taste, what we can feel. And I said that already. Moving fingers and toes, noticing the support of whatever you're sitting on, and just whatever senses are available to you. Yeah. All right. So ready? Just notice your number right now. Notice your number between these two, between 10 and 0. Wherever you are is okay. Right. So, and then the next step is to actually put the mask on. Okay. So you can hold it there for a minute if that Helps you kind of get used to it. And then, and actually put it on, so I'm going to be a little muffled probably. Try to do this fast. Okay, so now I'm in the mask. I can breathe. I can talk to you. Hopefully you can hear me. Right? I'm smiling right now. You'll be able to tell. Okay. And here's some ways I know that I'm breathing. I know I can breathe because I can smell this rosemary. I know I can breathe. Oh, because I have a fancy dancy pulse oximeter. Put it on my finger. See what it says in a second. I got a good old 98, which you might see backwards. So I have a 98% oxygen saturation. I know that my fingers are not blue, white. So these are like things that I can use to remind myself if I'm feeling panicky that like, oh, I can breathe. Like, I'm okay. It just feels claustrophobic in here. Right? So this is where you can use your grounding. I'm going to take mine off just so I can talk to you. You keep yours on if you can until your number goes down by 1 or 2 points. So you can distract yourself if you need to. Maybe by looking at what's around you. Maybe you have a fidget or something to play with, something to give your hands something to do if that is soothing for you. Maybe there's something you can watch or listen to, but just noticing, I've got this mask on. I'm okay. It's uncomfortable. It's a little scary, maybe, and I'm doing it. And I'm doing it because, right? So it's a matter of acknowledging that it's not comfortable. Of course, it's natural to just rather have nothing on our face, right? That's just human, and probably other creatures too, because I'm pretty sure my cat would hate having a mask on. But just getting used to that. Okay, it's uncomfortable, and I can do it. I'm okay. I'm in one piece, and I'm tolerating this discomfort because of my why, and because it's important to me, right? Do it, and just like we did with the open mask, just putting it loosely on our face. This is where you try wearing your mask, and you can do it inside while you're still getting used to it, so you don't have to go try it along with all of the stimulation and of being out in public. So you can just try it at home in your comfy clothes, just in your comfy spot. Maybe you have your dog or your cat to pet. Maybe you have something soothing around to smell or listen to or see, right? So just giving yourself some of those workouts where do the breathing, let yourself relax, let yourself wiggle a little, put the mask on, use your grounding. Use your senses? What do you see, smell, hear, touch, taste? Right? Seeing if you can hang on just a little longer, maybe a minute longer at a time, maybe 30 seconds longer at a time. Yeah, waiting until your number goes down a little bit. And ideally getting to where you're 3 or low. Yeah, 3 or below. is a great place to be, much closer to this. Right? And you can think of it as workouts or lifting weights. You can give yourself little sessions of this practice throughout a day or throughout a week. It depends how fast you want to get comfortable with the mask, right? Or comfortable with being uncomfortable in the mask. Right? But just the repetition and trying to hang on just a little bit longer each time, hanging on till that number goes down a little bit, being able to look around and really remind yourself that nothing terrible is happening at the moment in your little space at that. I mean, there's all kinds of things happening in the world, but at the moment, while you're sitting on the couch in your comfy clothes, just like you were before you put the mask on, that kind of thing. So remembering you can take it off at any point if you need to. You're not trapped there. And taking it as slow as you need to. Maybe it's 10 seconds more at a time. Right? You can do this. Just keep with it. Keep practicing. Keep grounding. Keep remembering that why. Okay? I'm so proud of you. You've worked super hard, and make sure to reward yourself and really acknowledge that accomplishment. That's part of how we build up our sense of being able to do things, and our confidence is that when we do something hard and we're brave enough to try it, no matter how it goes, you've been brave enough to try this. So, and it's been a lot of work, and just really commend you on your courage. So be kind to yourself, have some compassion. We all got things that are hard for us, and you've been brave enough to face it. So keep going. If you ever feel like you're kind of slipping back, or you haven't worn a mask for a while and then it gets hard to put one on again, you can go back through these videos anytime. They're here as a resource. Okay? We got you. Thanks so much for being on this ride with me. If you want to know more about me, my website is drjoeckler.com, dr.jo.eckler.com, and I just wish you the very best. May you continue to be brave and build a life that feels really worthwhile and meaningful. Right? Be sweet to yourself.